revealed at the 2017 Shanghai Motor Show, with UK and European sales due to begin in 2018. The Citroën C5 Aircross heralds a fresh attempt by the French marque to grab a slice of the competitive SUV segment. It's not Citroën's first crossover of recent times. The distinctive, and lower-stanced, C4 Cactus has been on sale since 2014, while the 7-seater C-Crosser was a clone of the previous generation Mitsubishi Outlander. But the C5 Aircross is an altogether different proposition, sitting between the Peugeot 3008 and 5008 in terms of size. SUVs it shares much of its underpinnings and mechanical components with. Similarly, it's closely related to not only the DS7 Crossback, but also the Vauxhall Grandland X, both of which also go on sale in 2018. It won't be the only new SUV from Citroën either, with a C3 Aircross set to replace the aging C3 Picasso in the brand's lineup within 12 months. What makes the C5 Aircross different? One of the pillars Citroën forged its reputation on was comfort, a trait the firm's bosses are keen to focus their attention on with forthcoming models. The C5 Aircross is the first model designed with the Citroën advanced comfort philosophy in mind from the start, although we have driven a prototype C4 Cactus with some of the future technology installed. Chief among the hardware changes is a suspension setup with what Citroën calls progressive hydraulic cushions. It won't completely replicate the famed magic carpet ride of hydropneumatic Citroëns of old, but the claim is that it will iron out the majority of surface imperfections without making the C5 Aircross less like a ship whenever you encounter a corner. Furthermore, Citroën's equipped the C5 Aircross with sofa-like seats, something already seen on the C4 Cactus, with the massage function optionally available for the front pair and a reclining backrest for the rear bench. The cabin will be trimmed in soothing hues, although whether these reach the UK on right-hand drive models remains to be seen, while double-glazed acoustic insulating glass will also be available. Distinctive and functional styling. Recent hallmarks of Citroën's distinctive design language are present and correct with the C5 Aircross, not least the eyebrow-like LED day running lights with main headlamp units nestled separately below, along with a smattering of air bumps, think toughened bubble wrap, along the lower edges of the doors for a dash of rugged protection. Unique, so far, at least, to the C5 Aircross are the chrome look hoop around the side door windows, with a subtle third piece of glass appearing blacked out towards the back. LED-rich tail lamps are bisected by a wide opening tailgate, while the exterior can be gussied up further with flashes of red detailing. It's unclear yet whether other color swatches will be available. There's an upmarket look to the distinctive cabin, boasting a 12.3-inch infotainment screen on high-spec versions, with a wide center console and an electronic instrument binnacle directly ahead of the driver. It also features a number of luggage-inspired design details, again a nod to the C4 Cactus, but we expect an uplift in material quality given the C5 Aircross's higher price point. As you would expect of a contemporary car, connected online services will be available, as will a host of driver assistance systems tasked with preventing you from being involved in an accident. C5 Aircross engine range to be revealed, although the precise engine lineup for British sales won't be confirmed until much nearer the C5 Aircross's 2018 on-sale date. It's reasonable to expect it to feature both petrol PureTech and diesel Blue AD units in a variety of outputs and efficiency levels to suit differing needs. Manual and automatic gearboxes are likely to feature. What has been confirmed is that the SUV will be available with a 300 horsepower petrol-electric plug-in hybrid powertrain shortly after launch, the only model in a range with four-wheel drive. There's no word yet on fuel economy or CO2 emissions, but Citroën's tentatively suggested a 36-mile theoretical electric-only range for the hybrid. When can you buy one? Citroën has yet to reveal prices for its sole new C5 Aircross SUV range, but expect them to be higher than similarly engined Peugeot 3008s when prices are announced in 2018. We'll be putting this striking new crossover to the test as soon as European spec versions are available, when we will discover if the Citroën lives up to its comfortable promise. Amazing acceleration, sonorous sound, easy to drive. The standout feature of the Audi R8 Spyder is undoubtedly its stunning 5.2-litre V10 petrol engine. Spec highlights: 540 horsepower, 540 Nm, 3.6 seconds 0 to 62 miles per hour, 197 miles per hour top speed, 24.1 miles per gallon, 277 grams/km CO2 at the time of writing. Engines like this are becoming increasingly rare, as many carmakers are downsizing their power plants and installing turbochargers in an effort to lower CO2 output and increase fuel economy. Thankfully, however, Audi has managed to make the R8 work with no turbo, which means the engine responds far quicker to throttle inputs and so it feels extremely lively. Power comes in relentless shrieks of brutal forward momentum, punctuated by laser-fast gear shifts from the 7-speed S-tronic twin-clutch automatic gearbox. That latter feature is at its best handling gear shifts itself, but you're able to take control using paddles mounted on the back of the steering wheel. Easy to drive slowly. Perhaps as impressive as the outright speed this car will achieve is how easy it is to drive slowly. If you're light on the accelerator pedal and want to move at less than warp speed, the R8 Spyder feels just like any other Audi, albeit louder. You're able to sharpen the R8's character significantly with the built-in drive modes, which can be toggled using controls on the steering wheel. Choose between comfort and sport modes for throttle response, gear change ferocity and engine noise, or choose your own configuration using the individual setting. Audi R8 Spyder V10 Plus. In June 2017, the Plus version of the R8 Spyder was announced, and it won't surprise you to learn that Plus in this case means more. To be precise, that's another 70 horsepower. We've yet to drive this scorching convertible, but the figures announced really do make for interesting reading. 610 horsepower, 560 newton meters, 3.3 seconds 0 to 62 miles per hour, 203 miles per hour top speed, 22.6 miles per gallon, 292 grams/km CO2, fantastic grip and handling, all-wheel drive, peace of mind, spec adaptive suspension, not ceramic brakes like the coupe. The R8 Spyder's handling is exceptional. Underneath the skin lies a racing car chassis, which means there's a high level of stiffness in the car's high-tech carbon fiber and aluminium structure. Removing the roof does allow it to flex slightly more, which is noticeable only when cornering quickly on bumpy roads. In the main, though, this is a car that makes you feel confident and safe, quite remarkable considering how fast it goes. That isn't to say it's uninvolving, though. Actually, the R8 is very rewarding when driven quickly because it has a huge breadth of talent to call upon in this regard. The Quattro all-wheel drive system is predominantly rear-biased in its application of torque, and the result is a car that feels alive while cornering as you are able to adjust its trajectory in a bend with the accelerator pedal. You've got a choice of handling modes here: snow, wet and dry, selected from the steering wheel. These alter the car's characteristics based on the grip available so you can make the most of your R8 Spyder in all conditions. Options to pick and to avoid: we've only driven a car with the Sport Plus pack installed, and found that the dynamic steering can feel a little odd at first. This adjusts the weighting automatically based on your driving, and initially feels counterintuitive. As with other versions of the R8, we found said steering to be surprisingly useful at lower speeds. Its turning circle is far smaller than other cars of this type, meaning you can maneuver in car parks very easily. We can heartily recommend the magnetic ride adaptive suspension. Switched into its firmer setting, the R8 Spyder has grip and composure you'll never trouble on a public road without breaking the law. It's mightily impressive in this regard. On the other hand, the ceramic brakes are probably best avoided unless you're going to wring every last horsepower from your R8 Spyder. They're difficult to use at low speeds, making the drive a little jerky. They're brilliant when used as intended, though, on a race circuit. Very comfortable for a car this fast, cabin well insulated with roof up, not much wind intrusion when down. The cabin of the R8 Spyder is very smart. If you're familiar with Audi's interior fit and finish, then you'll recognize a lot of the switches and features, but only from the upper echelons of the German firm's lineup. It's all quality here, with no lower-end plastics anywhere to be found. The virtual cockpit, which is standard fit on the Spyder, faces the driver and displays driving and navigation information in various configurations. It's this coupled with the high-tech MMI multimedia system that make the R8 Spyder feel like a very technologically advanced machine. We came away highly impressed with how it all integrates in the cabin, and found after only a few miles that all the features were quick and intuitive to access. The seats are easily adjustable to find a good driving posture, but we've yet to try the bucket seats that are available as an optional extra. Very comfortable for a car this fast, cabin well insulated with roof up, not much wind intrusion when down. The Audi R8 Spyder is meant to be an everyday performance car, so while it might look like a hard-edged, focused bruiser, it can actually be quite comfortable. Its ride is firm compared to less sporty models, but isn't uncompromising. We'd strongly recommend the optional magnetic ride suspension and sport exhaust system if this is a concern, because these two extras emphasize the split personality of the R8. It can be both a comfy cruiser and a loud, aggressive monster, switchable at a push of a button. What's the Audi R8 V10 Spyder like with the roof up? We found cabin refinement with the roof up was exceptional. The R8 isolating wind and road noise very well considering its fabric roof and huge wheels. The seats are very low, however, and the doors open extremely wide, so getting in and out in a crowded car park might not be as easy. A neat little feature is the rear window, which is glass and can slide downwards into the bulkhead behind the seats independently of the roof's operation. This is solely so you can enjoy the noise that monstrous engine makes and keep the roof up. How long does the R8's roof take to open? Lower the roof, which takes 20 seconds at speeds of up to 31 miles per hour. And occupants up to and over 6 feet tall can travel without troubling their hairstyle. A wind deflector is standard fit and helps here too. Unfortunately, unlike the 2017 A5 Cabriolet, you have to hold your finger on the roof button for it to operate. The A5's is one touch, which we'd like to see here. Strong standard equipment offering huge amounts of options available. Audi exclusive allows ultimate personalization. At launch there was just one specification for the R8 Spyder, but in June 2017 a faster plus model was announced. Standard Audi R8 Spyder equipment as Audi's flagship car, all R8s come with a decent lineup of kit. Sports suspension, quattro all-wheel drive and Audi Drive Select, the firm's drive mode system, all feature straight out of the box. Other equipment of note includes 19-inch alloy wheels, LED headlamps, automatic lights and wipers, electrically adjustable, heated, retractable auto-dimming door mirrors, heated sports seats in Nappa leather, climate control, multifunction steering wheel, automatic parking system technology. Fans will like the standard MMI infotainment setup, which nets you Audi's virtual cockpit along with sat-nav, internet connectivity, DAB radio, Bluetooth and a premium sound system. Each car comes with a complimentary Audi driving experience day as well, which helps teach you how to get the best from your R8 Spyder. You can have 10 paint color choices at no extra cost, but the sky's your limit if you fancy something custom for more money too. Upgrading to the Audi R8 Spyder Plus nets you another 70 horsepower, bucket seats, ceramic brakes, plenty of carbon fiber detailing and the option of a special green paint color. Audi R8 Spyder, optional extras. There are myriad personalization options for the R8 Spyder. Starting with the outside, you're able to have the body painted in literally any color you like through the Audi exclusive scheme, and the side blades, the contrasting colored bits behind the doors in the below image, can also be ordered in anything from carbon fiber to solid or metallic paint of any hue. The roof's available in 3 colors, while there's a raft of 19 and 20-inch alloy wheels on offer. We'd strongly suggest you should consider some of the driving improvements. The magnetic ride adaptive damping system is very impressive indeed, while the sport exhaust system allows what is already a noisy car to be outright antisocial. We thought the ceramic brakes were a little overkill for road use, however, they're quite grabby at low speeds, which makes it difficult to drive smoothly. We would also suggest test driving an R8 with standard and dynamic steering back to back if you can. The latter's tendency to change its weighting erratically can seem a little odd if you're used to more conventional setups. You can pick Audi's laser light headlights too, which we found among the most impressive we've tried from the driver's seat, but can tend to dazzle other road users in the process. Then you can add a body kit to the R8 Spyder along with carbon fiber trim for various exterior and interior parts. The seats can be upgraded in their color, finishing and even to bucket seats if you require more lateral support. You can also pick a multifunction steering wheel with better functionality than the standard one, featuring a pair of extra satellite buttons to activate the sports exhaust and race mode. Music lovers will appreciate the optional Bang & Olufsen 13-speaker sound system, while wireless smartphone charging and an interface to enable the R8 to work with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto can be purchased too. Decent safety systems as standard, lots more available for extra cash. Very latest driver assistance tech not offered. While it only has 2 seats, the Audi R8 Spyder doesn't fare badly in the safety stakes. Standard Audi R8 Spyder safety equipment. On all R8 Spyders you'll find driver and passenger airbags, with the latter able to deactivate side front airbags, integrated head restraint system, first aid kit, harmony, ISOFIX child seat mounting points. Are there on the Audi R8 Spyder? There's an ISOFIX lashing point on the passenger seat of the R8 Spyder, and Audi will also sell you a range of branded child seats to use with your car. Notable by their absence here are the suite of driver assistance features available on other Audis, such as adaptive cruise control, automatic emergency braking and active lane departure tech. Optional Audi R8 Spyder safety kit. You can pay extra for a number of safety systems. The ceramic brakes are expensive and we'd suggest not worth the cash unless you're going to drive the R8 about as hard as it's possible to. If you do a lot of driving at night, particularly in the countryside, then the laser light headlights could be a wise choice. Again, they're expensive, but deliver illumination that's more intense, in terms of range and brightness, than LED, halogen or xenon options. Automatic high beam headlamps are also available. Other optional equipment includes cruise control and a reversing camera. Wide, powerful two-seater sports car, not much cabin storage or luggage space. Automatic parking helps with tighter spots inside the cabin, has minimal space for detritus, with a glove box only really fit for a pair of gloves and a small cubby between the two seats. There's some room in the door pockets for a large drinks bottle. The R8 Spyder isn't the easiest car to maneuver or park thanks to its combination of poor visibility, with the roof up, and sheer size. You're perfectly able to park with the roof down, but do ensure there's enough room left to close it afterwards. Also be wary of sharp bends, because the wider back end of the car will get closer to objects than you're expecting. These downsides to the R8 Spyder are mitigated somewhat by the availability of acoustic sensors and automatic parking systems along with rear view cameras and this car's surprisingly small turning circle for a machine of this type. Being kind, we'd say that storage space in the Audi R8 Spyder is at a premium. The front boot, which is the single largest luggage area, is only good for a few soft bags. You can buy some branded Audi tailored cases that fit in the R8 specially, though.